But it's been a lot of fun having that name. I'd like to demonstrate what it's like having a strange name like Bytheway to leave a message on the phone. Usually goes something like this. Yes, would you tell them that John Bytheway called, please? Bytheway. No, that is my last name. Sure. B-Y-T-H-E-W-A-Y. Yeah, just like it sounds. Isn't that something? Yeah. No spaces or hyphens. No, I'm not an Indian. My ancestors came from England. They lived kind of next to the road, so they called them the Bytheway people. Probably drunk, so I don't know what they're doing. Oh, by the way, John, what's your last name? That's a good one. Yeah, you got me there, darn it. And what's your name? Oh, Brother Showerhammer. That's lovely. That's usually something like that, but I enjoy it. In fact, one time it came in really handy. I was on a triple date, and we were playing Pictionary. You know, the classic Mormon date. You play Pictionary, you have Red Punch, and you watch What Is Real. Well, we were playing Pictionary, and thank you. You've done it, you know. Yes, thank you. And somebody said after the game was over, hey, everybody try and do your name in Pictionary. And it was really easy for me. Just a second. I brought an enlarged version for you. This is a John by the way. Thank you. So next time you go camping and you have to use the restroom, I will pop into your mind. That's a lovely thought. And just for a second here, I'd like to introduce you to my dad. This is Jack, by the way. And if you ever see me around or after tonight's concert or whatever, be sure and say, hey, by the way, and that would be appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, the Wilkinson Center, for those of us who are BYU students, it's kind of a happening place. That's where the dances are. That's where much of the food is. And where a lot of interesting things happen. And so this little song was written about the Wilkinson Center. Okay, you need some help with the rhythm. This is the song to the tune of Copacabana, okay? That's good, isn't it? Her name was Mary. She was a freshman. She wore a dress she made herself in her class home Ec 112. Her roommates brought her down to a dance there, but Mary just couldn't unwind. Elder Jones was on her mind. He went from door to door. She danced across the floor. He'd been gone 6 months already. Only 18 more at the Wilkee, Wilkinson Center. Everybody dance. The hottest spot you'll ever enter here at the Wilkee, Wilkinson Center. RMs and freshmen are making connections at the Wilkee. Will they find love? We're going to have to speed this up. His name was Roger. He was an RM. He went to the Wilkee where he saw Mary dancing there. He was attracted by her sweet spirit, so he thought he'd take a chance. He asked Mary for a dance. He turned the macho on, you know, before too long. Mary wrote her missionary. She began Dear John at the Wilkee, Wilkinson Center. The hottest spot you'll ever enter here at the Wilkee, Wilkinson Center. Roger and Mary, but no missionary at the Wilkee. They fell in love. Her name is Mary. She's still a freshman, but that was 18 months ago. Now she takes tickets at the show to pay tuition for husband Roger. Still in the dress she made herself a year's supply upon the shelf. She's got a kid, they say, another on the way. And what about her missionary? He came home today at the Wilkinson Center. Louder, the hottest spot you'll ever enter. Everybody here at Wilkinson Center. RMs and freshmen are making connections at the Wilkee. Will we find love to fade out? Okay, that's quite enough of that. Next up, we have...
She said, John, never ask me out again. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I would like to sing Popcorn Popping now, not the way that you've heard it, but the way I always wanted to do it in primary. Let me try this for you here. See what you think. I looked out the window. What did I see? Popcorn was popping on the apricot tree. Now, spring had brought me such a nice surprise. Popcorn popping right before my eyes. Well, I could take a handful and make a tree, a popcorn ball that would smell well so sweet. Thank you. I'd like to do some more primary songs for you here. I have 5 little fingers on one little hand. There are 6 on the other, I don't understand. During all the long hours till daylight is through, there's nothing at all for one finger to do. Oh, what do you do in the summertime when all the world is green? Well, atmosphere. Okay, take care. Do you take driver's ed or stay home in bed and watch all the soaps all day? If that's what you do, shame on you. Yeah. Okay. Somehow they called me on a mission, 'cause I had grown a foot or two. I guess they thought that I was ready to work and sweat and slave like missionaries do. You've been there. I went abroad to teach the gospel and take some pictures of the view. When I get home, I will be ready to show my slides all night like missionaries do. A special spirit's waiting for me. For 2 long years she will be true. This is the nationally recognized symbol of a girl about to cry. Have you ever noticed that? Oh! Scientists don't know what it is. They think maybe it's some kind of air conditioning device. Or maybe it's to blow the tears back up so you don't get those unsightly mascara lines, you know? Get up there, you know? But there, you've seen it. The funny thing is there seems to be some kind of accompanying voice change. Have you ever noticed? And I just like to think my life. Well, pretty soon it's completely off the scale. No human ear can hear it. Canines and felines outside the building are going, you know. Anyway. A special spirit's waiting for me. For 2 long years she will be true. But you can bet her heart will wander. She'll drop me like a rock, like girlfriends always do. I hope that you all go on missions and lose a patch of hair or two. I think by then we will be ready to steal your girl like returned missionaries do. You know, I love the primary songs. I just wish that there was one that had a melody that you already knew, that was really something you could sink your teeth into. You know what I mean? Something like this. Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of the promised land that started in Jerusalem with Wilkee and his band. Wilkee and his band. You guys repeat with me on that part, okay? Nephi had to build a ship and get the brass plates too. Although his brothers murmured, Nephi did stay true. Nephi did stay true. Yeah, right. Kind of missed a chord there. The weather started getting rough, and laymen had to repent. But with Leahona to America they went. To America they went. Yeah. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert continent with Lehi and Nephi too, and Thorderson and his wife Sarai, Layman and Lemuel, here in the promised land. I have a favorite song. It's a beautiful song. I know you all love it, and it means a lot to a lot of us. I had 3 teenage sisters growing up, and getting an opportunity to use the telephone, opportunities were very few and far between, and so I wrote words to this song that I love, new lyrics, and maybe you can relate to my experience trying to get a chance to use the phone. Okay, here we go. Here's a little song when you don't get along. You can keep your cool, though you can't get through. Your sister's on the line. You're running out of time. No time. You're trying to get a date. It's times like this you hate. And my sister said to me, I'm on the phone. Why don't you chill out? I'm on the phone. My big sister wouldn't budge an inch. That heartless wench, she's on the phone. As you wait, you wonder how you'll ever find a mate. As your sister rambles on about her makeup and her last breakup, she's on the phone. And I know we've got call waiting and a cordless Western bell, but trying to make a call from here, you've got to go through heck. The line's now free, so I've got my chance to call and see. My hands are shaking and my head is dizzy. Her line is busy. She's on the phone. I'm still alone. Wonderful stuff. In fact, if I could for a minute, I'd like to tell you some of my experiences. at BYU. There's something that they have that's pretty neat down there called the Varsity Theater. And what they'll do is they'll take these movies and that we normally wouldn't go and see, and they'll edit them. And they'll take out all the icky words and all the icky scenes. And so they're very free of icky. And, and it's a lot of fun. I was thinking, though, the other day, they changed these movies so much that maybe what they ought to do is change the title a little bit, too, because, it kind of softens the whole movie. Like, for example, maybe the movie Jaws could be retitled Gums. Star Wars would be Star Disagreements. Or maybe Star Discussions. We're not arguing, we're not fighting, we're having a discussion. Do that, or perhaps Indiana Jones and the Temple of Recommends. I don't know. Maybe instead of Dances with Wolves, Dances with Chihuahuas. Planet of the Apricots. The movie was The Pits. They could even get into television. How many of you watch American Gladiators? Well, I like it. It's kind of fun. But they'd soften that. It'd be, maybe American Gladiolas or something like that. Tonight, the Chia Pet versus the Garden Weasel. Kind of soften it. But I don't know how many of you are familiar with BYU, but boy, I've been there a long time. I was there when it was Deseret Tower, Helaman Hall. The Daily Universe was a thought for the day. It wasn't a bell tower, there was just a bell. The Smith Family Living Center, that was just a Smith couple, and they weren't even engaged. If you could just stay for a few seconds and wait, stand up and do head, shoulders, knees, and toes or something like that, and wait for a few seconds. In fact, I was in AP primary. Yeah, advanced placement. And we did head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but it was a little bit different. Would you like to see how we did it in advanced placement primary? I'll show you. Phalanges, larynx, cranium, ear canal, cranium, ear canal, cranium, ear canal, phalanges, larynx, cranium, ear canal, deltoid, sternum, patella, femur. That's how we did it. Thank you. So when we're done, you might give that some thought. A little stretching, maybe that way you won't pull any muscles as you're trying to get out or anything like that. And we have been here a long time, but hey, we're getting you out before the Sabbath, so everything's good. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been wonderful. And now we'll have our grand finale. Thank you.
Now, if I could have your attention, please, everybody. Now, everybody, if I could have your attention, please. Now, is this thing working? Now, if I could have your attention. Now, everybody, just cut that out. Now, it's better. Now, brothers and sisters, we'd like to welcome you out to our award party tonight, our Elders Corner party. Now, we're here to socialize, we're here to have some fun, we're here to have some entertainment. Now, my name is Brother Barney Fife. You can call me Barn, Activities Committee Chairman. Leadership's kind of followed me wherever we're gone. Now, you may have been wondering why we're not having this wing-dang in the Cultural Hall.
Hello, Brother Fife. It's me. Brother Lind.
Well, how you doing, Paul? Now, come on in and have a seat.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, Barney. You see, I heard somebody say Steak Center. Been sitting down at Sizzler for an hour and a half. All alone with the bottle of Heinz 57.
Well, anyway, we're glad you're here, Paul. And now, as I was saying, the reason we're not in the Cultural Hall is we had a little scheduling problem. You see, Orson and Ladine are having their wedding reception. Now, you may have seen it when you came in, but if you haven't, let me describe it to you. It's beautiful, downright beautiful. Now, atop the basketball hoop, they've got something our Relief Society's been working on for a month. They call it zucchini art. They've got a replica of the Manti Temple done completely in dried zucchini.
Now, is that wild? That is weird, wild stuff.
Well, thank you, Brother Carson. Now, as I was saying, behind the bride and the groom, there's a lattice work done completely in Rice Krispie trees. Now, after the reception, we're going to cut up the lattice work and give it to the deacons and beehives who will be serving us dinner later on tonight.
Oh, Barney, I saw the happy couple when I came in. We have some rice we can throw at these people.
Oh, I don't know. Now, Brother Stewart, you're in charge of food. We got any rice?
Well, yeah, but it's cooked. It's kind of sticky.
Oh, that'd be just fine, Jimmy.
Now, Paul, stop horsing around and go over there and sit by Kermit the Frog.
Mind if I sit by you, Brother the Frog? What's the matter? You saving this for Miss Piggy? Or you got a frog in your throat? Just kidding.
Hi, do you remember me? I'm George McFly. What have you been up to, Paul?
Well, George, I've been up to the visitor center mostly.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Paul. You kill me.
Well, if I don't, the tuna casserole will.
Now, brothers and sisters, if I could have your attention, we got one more announcement. Now, your plates will be brought right to your table by our lovely beehive, so everybody dig in and enjoy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Doesn't that look good, Doc?
Now, that appears to be a very well-balanced meal. As you can see, the 4 basic food groups are represented. Joe with carrots, Joe with bananas, Joe with baby marshmallows, and Joe with raisins.
That is weird stuff. Weird, wild stuff.
And now, if you'll excuse me, could I borrow somebody's scriptures, please?
Why, certainly, Doc. Here's my gold-covered scriptures right here.
Thank you, Thurston Howell III. I'll be reading in the foyer if anybody needs me.
Now, Kermit, my boy, now what is Big Bird up to these days?
Well, I'm not sure.
Now, what I heard is that Big Bird signed a contract with the NBA.
Just a minute now. Doesn't Big Bird have a brother in the NBA?
Sure does. Larry Bird.
Great Scott! This is terrible! Something has got to be done.
What is it, Doc? What's the matter?
Well, Nephi has broken his bow.
Now, just take it easy, Doc. Nephi's got a lot of faith. He's going to get a new bow.
Now, that's right, Doc. You don't have to go back in time to help him. Just keep reading and you'll figure out how it turns out.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
What's the matter, George? You look pale.
Oh, my. I think I'm going to be sick.
No, what is it, my boy? What's the matter?
There's a fly in my salad.
That's disgusting. That's sick.
Can I have it? Yes. Get it off my plate. Thank you.
Now that is weird, wild stuff.
Now, if I could have your attention for a minute, we got plenty more raisin jello back here, so come on back and help yourself.
Hey, Kermie, whatever happened to you and Miss Piggy?
I don't know. We kind of... Yes, Kermit. Wasn't she your density?
Well, George, maybe they were concerned about how their kids would turn out.
What do you mean, Brother Lind?
Well, if you cross a pig and a frog, you know what you get? You get a fig. The little things, you make Newtons out of them.
That's right. They're delicious. I love those things. Now, George, my boy, now why don't you tell us how you decided to join the church?
Well, okay. You see, I had this dream.
A dream? Ha! Go on, my boy, go on.
Yes. Well, a stake missionary came from the planet Vulcan and said if I didn't listen to the discussions, he was going to melt my brain.
Weird, wild stuff.
Yes, it was, Brother Carson.
Oh, hey, fellas. How's it going? You mind if I sit down?
Right here, Barney.
Sure, Barney.
Now, Kermit, I understand you were quite a missionary.
Thank you.
Bet you were a greenie your whole mission.
It's not so easy being green. I love that song.
Now, stop picking on Kermit. Now, Brother McFly, I forgot to ask you if you want to play on the Ward softball team. Did you play any ball in high school?
Yes. In fact, one season, I was second base.
No kidding. You mean now you were the second baseman?
No, I was second base. Sometimes third base. But I was never very good at sports. I always wanted to be a singer. Maybe in the Mormon Youth Chorus. Brother Fife, can I do my entertainment number now?
Oh, I don't know, George, if you really want to.
I took you to your doorstep, and what did I see? Your mom and dad were looking out the windows at me. They were worried. That is no surprise. Why the look of terror in your father's eyes? He picked up a shotgun and took his aim. I knew my face would never look the same. I looked at you and then I ran away in fright. And that is why I've never tried to kiss you good night. Yes, thank you, thank you.
Well, George, that was very nice.
Thank you, and now I will sing. Great Scott! I've got to get out of here!
Well, now what, Doc?
Hey, what's the matter?
What's up, Doc?
It's almost 17. Hammon's in trouble. The bad guys are about to scatter King Lamona's sheep. If I don't go there, the results could be disastrous.
Now take it easy, Doc. Now Almond's gonna do just fine.
What do you mean?
Well, if you keep reading, you'd see that Ammon's gonna defend the flocks and win the favor of the king.
Old Ammon had such a way of disarming people. He gives a whole new meaning to the term arms control, doesn't he?
Hey, Doc, what's all that white stuff all over your face?
Well, it's, cake frosting.
You mean Orson and Ladine are serving the wedding cake?
Well, yeah, it's delicious.
Wedding cake? I love wedding cake. Now, Brother Fife, it's been a lot of fun, but I gotta go do my home teaching.
Hey, Barn, appreciate you for all your work. But I'm gonna go home and watch What Is Real.
Now, wait a minute. If everybody starts going home, who's gonna help me clean up and put away the chairs?
Huh, Barney, my boy, great party, but I'm late for tithing settlement.
Hey, Brother Howell, can I come too?
Yes, George, the more the merrier.
See you, Barney. I'm going back to my pad.
Well, I'll turn off the lights on my way out. Great party, Barn.
Now, wait a minute. Now, who turned out the lights? Where did everybody go? Hello? Is anybody out there?
Oh, boy, leadership. It's a lonely business.
Oh, no. I've got to clean up this Jell-O salad.
Now, that's weird, wild stuff.
I can see that you're hurting inside. There are things that you just shouldn't hide.
Something is on your mind, so tell me what's on your mind.
When you feel all alone in the night, know the darkness will turn into light.
You can be what you want to be. Open your eyes and see.
Time after time, you make it hard on yourself.
By thinking life is over.
Not happy at all, and looking for someone else to share all your sorrow. Life isn't over, it'll get better, it'll be better tomorrow. Hold on to love and make life happen, make it happen for you. Make it happen for you.
Make it happen.
Sometimes life seems so hard to bear, loading up on your shoulders with cares.
The sun's got to shine again. The sun's gonna shine again.
There's been times when there's no one around, feeling sad when you're lonely and down.
Tomorrow the sun sorrow. Life isn't over, it'll get better. It'll be better tomorrow. Hold on to love and make life happen. Make it happen for you. Make it happen for you. Make it happen, yeah, yeah. Make life happen for you. For you, yeah. Make life happen for you. Gotta make it happen. Make life happen for you. Make it happen for you. Make life happen for you. Oh, you gotta make it happen now. Make life happen for you. Hold on to love now. Make life happen for you. You gotta make it happen now. Make life happen for you. No one knows what tomorrow brings, but we've got a plan in our lives. Yesterday is gone, we've got experience to help us every day with the passing time. And I believe in something I cannot see, but I know that it's there for you and me. You and me. Have a little faith in your heart. That's the place we need to start. Have a little faith in your heart. Plant a seed and find out who you are, who you If it's right, you'll feel it deep inside, and the Lord will give his helping hand, and the truth will always be with you when you do follow his commands. And I believe in something I cannot see, but I know that it's there for you and me. You and me. Have a little faith.
Hi, I'm John Bytheway, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to this tape. The book of Ecclesiastes tells us there's a time to laugh, and hopefully you've had some time to laugh while listening. If not, feel free to put a little piece of tape over the hole on top and use the tape to tape something really funny. I'd like to thank all those who've helped out on this project, especially Mom and Dad, who've made laughter and wholesome entertainment a part of growing up. And all those who've laughed at my humor over the years, especially when I wasn't funny. I've heard more courtesy laughs than anybody. Remember that federal law prohibits taking anything on this tape seriously. And, oh, by the way, thanks for listening.